All right, here we go. Monday. Happy September 8th. We are clear. You know what's funny about this time? Like, we're clear of summer. It's hot. It actually feels pretty good today, but we made it through, met every week all through the summer. We're past Labor Day. Now we get to talk about third and fourth quarter. I'm excited because this is a busy time of year. It's busy right now, and weather's getting good. I can feel the energy. We're showing a lot. We've got a packed week. I'm going to tell you all about that. But let's get straight into the numbers because I want to wrap up today with that price point versus price per square foot conversation on the buy side and the listing side is becoming more important than ever. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. So let's flip to it. Hope everybody's doing amazing. Like I said, it's been like this morning, it felt like, not felt like it's like high 70s, out there. So little tease of fall. It gets up to about 88, but it's fantastic. So I hope it is wherever you are. I talked to somebody, a client this morning in Michigan. They said it was 50 up there and they were heading to play golf. So man, kind of ready for that too. New listings, guys, new listings, 37 on the new listings. So we like that. That's the first time in the 30s in a while, right? We just ended the summer. I think this is going to be a sign of things to come. We talk in threes here. So for it to be a trend, we need to see 3 weeks in a row. Casey and the market would love to see the listings on the new side stay in the 30s for 3 weeks in a row. Can we do it? Heck, even go down further than that. Pending 28. But boy, if you're just joining us, we celebrate 50% ratios, meaning that if we bring on 50 new listings, we want to cut them in half by 25, and we're right on pace with what we've been doing throughout the year. Okay, really the first part of this year. But man, when we get to 37 and 28, tried and true. Tell me you don't believe this at this point. Those pendings are going to be in the 20s, guys, right? We've had a couple of them go up in the low 30s, but 28 to 37. So this is what we want. We want the new list, the pendings to stay right where they are. Heck, they can go up, but we're happy where they are. But we want to continue that trend with the new listings down. And if we can ever get to a point where we're consistently meeting those two, we're really going to have some other things to talk about, right? Especially when those quarterly numbers come out. Closing 16, okay. Like we just want to be right in and around where we're writing the pending contracts. Close 16 is just fine. Let's see what the price changes. 66. So that's interesting. So that's a little bit of a spike on the price changes. I'm expecting that because here's the story. If you're out there, you made it through summer, you've been on the market, the first thing to your mind now that you're going after Labor Day is maybe we need to adjust to get more action, which is a perfect, didn't intend that, but boy, that is a perfect segue into what I'm going to talk about today, which is, let's go big screen, price point versus price per square foot. You've heard me say this on this channel over and over again. Buyers shop by price point, then they like to negotiate by price per square foot. I'm going to say it again. Buyers shop by price point. They like to negotiate on price per square foot. So where we butt heads on that sometimes, especially with sellers, is yes, your house looks great on a price per square foot basis, but is it aligned from a price point basis? Now, let's say you're a house price at like 1.8, but all the action's been between 155 and 175. Price per square foot, you look great. You're not getting the showings. You take the dip down to the 1,750 and you get in that pool. Do you understand what I mean? So the tricky part is that the variable on the price per square foot, if you think about it, all these homes are different sizes. So just because you're 1,000 square feet larger doesn't necessarily justify you're going to get the asking price on a price per square foot of a comp down the street, right? Easier with condos, right? Because they're all in the building, there's just a little bit of variety. Condos, we can kind of stick with price per square foot, but you still pay attention to where the price point is. Case in point, negotiating an offer right now. We had a property, we listed it just below 1.8. We weren't getting what we were getting decent stuff. We propped it just below 1.8, and man, new people came in, and we get an offer, right? Just sold one down the street, west end of 38. We were hanging out in this price point. We slid it just under 155 where there was a lot of action. Boom. Price per square foot had looked good for a year. But guess what? When buyers call me and they say, hey, Casey, we're looking for a property, I don't ask them, hey, what price per square foot range would you guys like to buy in? We ask what price point range. And that's how people shop. There's also threshold, guys, if you think about it. Okay? If you're in a segment or you're in a neighborhood where the max price ever has been $2 million, but you just happen to have the largest house in there, it may make sense at a price per square foot basis to be listed at 2.5. But you got to understand that a lot of times that parameter of what's involved in that neighborhood can kind of keep it in that box, or at least that's where the buyers want to see it. Okay? You know there's a lot of variability in what I'm talking about, but here's the main point. If you're out there and you're not getting the activity that you want, keep in mind that you've got to make sense on a price point standpoint, first and foremost, to get the market's attention. Because I am living proof through a lot of talks and a lot of negotiation that justifying the price per square foot is hard when they don't call your phone. You understand what I mean? Like if my phone's not ringing and I've got you listed, but we look good price per square foot, but I'm not getting phone calls, I don't have anybody to justify your price per square foot to. What we've got to do is nail you on a price point standpoint, okay? And then we negotiate from there, right? Like I want to get it for you. I want to get you max price per square foot, but we've got to make sense, all right? That makes sense? I'm saying sense a lot, but that is so common right now. And we've got to marry those two. And that's where we're finding success. The sellers that are meeting the price points are very happy with what they're able to get. Okay. And sometimes it's just a $25,000 click just to get it under that bracket. Like if you're at 1,525, sometimes going to 1,499 nails it, right? Brings people up to you. So listen, it's busy. You can probably tell by me, we're negotiating. We've had a fantastic month. I still get to meet a lot of you guys and I'm so grateful for it. Like it's been active out there. Wrote up some offers that didn't work out, lost out on a multiple offer situation, which was a weird one. You know, we just haven't been seeing a lot of that. Just somebody that had been working a deal. So I'm going to find those folks something else, right? But getting offers on stuff that's been cold. So there's people in the marketplace. Fall and winter is a good time down here that we get a lot of circulation from buyers that avoid the busy time of the summer. I think it's going to be a magical fall. Rate drop or what in September? I know that there's a lot of talk about that, but right now we're moving forward and nobody's saying, hey, I'm going to wait and see what that does. Okay. All right. I'm excited. Still talking to a lot of you guys. Talked to 2 of you this morning. Fantastic. I love it. If you're out there, let me know where you're from. Reach out to me and just say, hey, somebody introduced themselves last week again as a lurker. I love you lurkers, but I also love to know you're out there. So please, if you find time, just let me know where you're watching from. Send me a text, comment below. Appreciate all of you. And fun stuff down on the harbor tomorrow, filming something. We're going to show you that boating lifestyle down here in Destin that people forget about. So fun stuff coming this week. And as always, give me a call. Love to talk to you.